if so, what are your top recommendations for entrepreneurs?
Okay, I'm not exactly reading as much as I should. I should be reading a lot more. What I just found in the past is reading too many of these entrepreneurial books gets me stuck in theory while I want to actually go and execute. So the basic principles are always the same. What I found with entrepreneurial books is very much based on logic. I've built a business mostly on gut feel. I know you can't do it forever, but it's worked for me. But I would advise most entrepreneurs to, read the books, the most up-to-date books and so on. But always understand that you need to understand your market, you need to understand your consumer and trust your gut. Don't go and try and apply theory into your practical situation, because it's not necessarily always going to work together.
Yes, I do read. I absolutely love reading. I can't see myself building a business without reading. Favorite books? I think my favorite business book is Think and Grow Rich, and I try to read it at least once a year. Sapiens it's not a business book, but it really made the way I think about life change completely. Steve Jobs' autobiography, The E-Myth. I think it's a great business book for businesses, for small businesses, and especially those who want to scale. And then I wouldn't do a list without mentioning 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs. I think it's an incredible book.
I do read a lot, but I think I don't read a lot of, the books that I would read is around how other entrepreneurs have done it. It's always interesting, Elon Musk, how has he done it? Bill Gates, how has he done it? But there's always a common thread that ties all, that's very common amongst all these entrepreneurs that are established, is they're very consistent. They're very clear on the big picture and the big idea and the big dream, and they are very consistent in their pursuit. They're not the kind of people that just give up. They're people that are resilient and people that have also over time built the ability to be dynamic individuals. They're mavericks, so there's something special about them, and also they accept themselves for who they are. I mean, you're not going to make everybody happy in business, and you have to be very clear that I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to do business.
Okay, so obviously I read, and so should you. But don't accept anybody's recommendations. This is a bullshit idea. You read the book that solves the problem that you're facing at that moment in time. My business coach gave me a book once, a book called Who Moved My Cheese. For 99% of my life, that would have been a really, really bad book. But the day he chose to give it to me, it was the perfect book that I needed to read. This idea of reading what is fashionable and what's getting delivered is wrong. It's just going to actually move you off course. And you need to read something that takes you further down the course you're on. And if your course is broken, read something that's going to get you into other areas. There are obviously some great books. I often talk about Howard Mann's Business Brickyard, or Harry Beckwith's Selling the Invisible, but even those ones, have a look at the back and say, is this helping solve a problem that I have right now? Do not get seduced by the bestseller lists or the what is new and sexy and cool. The classics, if you're struggling with people, you read How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's old, but it's right. Just be very, very aware of not feeling the need to work through that bestseller list.
I read a lot, but I'll only give you one recommendation. That's The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday.
Do you read? And if so, what are your top recommendations for entrepreneurs?